since Nana doesn't have any frogs in her yard, we decided that we are going to record some of ours. Because we're going to put together all sorts of stuff for Nana. Little dude. There he goes.
Reenactments, there'll be hundreds of guys in column. It would take, I've seen it where, fields much longer than this, and there are columns going down both sides of the field. The gators is one, your shoelaces don't get caught in the brush. What you do is to keep out all the creepy crawly things that crawl up your pant leg.
Oh yeah.
Countermark. I file right.
And everybody has their repros, their reproductions, but they're all pure uniform.
Really cool.
Yeah?
I saw, the guy showed me the Civil War flashlights.
Oh.
It's like an oil lamp, but it has a magnifying lens and you can close a shutter if you don't want the light to be showing. So that was cool.
What's your favorite part so far?
I don't know.
You looking forward? What are you looking forward to? Them doing the firing demonstration?
I'm not sure. I'm just having fun with all of it.
Good.
So they're going through their safety procedures. So we've already inspected the rifles before, we fill it before. So now what he's going to do is have them fire just the percussion caps into the ground to make sure that it's clear. Because if your rifle's not clear, the musket's not clear, you can't let go.
That's a little gun. Little Lou. You're enjoying yourself now.
Gunpowder and pipe tobacco.
It's a good day.
Breathe it all in.
You're funny.
So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go through, it's called loaded 9 times. It's how they train the men how to load the muskets. It takes 9 steps to properly load it. And they'll go through, and then eventually...
Load it 9 times.
Yeah.
Load it 9 times. Load.
So the first thing is they bring the musket around to the front, and then they reach back to try to grab one of their cartridges out of their box.
Handle. Cart.
They bring the cartridge up to their teeth. The one requirement to be in the Army at the time was you had to have your sets of front teeth. You didn't have teeth, they'd send you to the Navy. because you had to be able to tear it off, and that's where the term 4F comes from. Because if you were 4F, that means you didn't have your four front teeth. So now they're drawing their rammer. They've already charged. We just use powder, but during the war they would have had a mini ball that they would have forced down, and then they'd ram the mini ball down, and then withdraw the rammer. What happened a lot in battle is the guys, if they weren't well trained, they would sometimes leave their ramrod in their musket and forget to return it. And if they fired it, it becomes an arrow along with the projectile, but then they can't reload. You don't have your ramrod, you can't reload the musket. But during battle, that wasn't such a big deal because there were plenty of muskets laying around due to casualties. They would just pick up another musket or pick up another ramrod. So they're going to fire from the two ranks, and you'll see how the rear rank guys have to step up and get around the head of the guy in front of them. And do you see where the captain is? He's in the back where it's safe. So during battles, you'll see all the NCOs get behind the line.
All the paper bits.
So one of the guys' muskets didn't go off, so now the sergeant has to deal with making sure the musket's cleared and safe.
That's just flying out.
Yeah, the paper coming out. But like at reenactments, we're not allowed to draw a rammer, and you just pour powder down the barrel. You don't put any paper down. And you just kind of fire until you have plugged and it doesn't go off. And then, usually at that point, if you're doing a reenactment, you just die at that point. When your musket fouls, you decide you call it take it out.
Pipe tobacco behind me and gunpowder smoke in front of me. Life is good.
It is.
Probably doesn't care about the bangs. He's just sewing.
Yes. Good job, bud.
Good catch. We'll work on the throw.
It happens a lot.
No one's really expressed. Soldiers, they would usually have favorite foods and how to work and they would go at the same time and no one here should do that.
Oh yeah,
Very different.
Exactly. So we provide practice. I have to go out and baked stuff, sandwiches, just have 6-minute setup. If you got one that's made for you,
That was better.
They would also play checkers. They would have a
they can catch up.
They had this really hard game. There's another one where you have to, it's like you just try to get the...
Yeah, quite a few teams made the most just to track it in place.
1861. And so back in 1845, 100 yeah, there's our family, 150 paper. And so over time, they convinced them for the recipe. And so it was the cake recipe that just like now, there's a 60 years ago, why are you holding on to this?
Start over.
I made a beanbag that looks like an apple and did it pretty well, I think.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
What did you guys talk about? Everything in the kitchen sink?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that your favorite part so far?
I don't know yet. There's still so much to explore right now, so...
Why don't you go take a swing through, because Daddy wants to hike to the top of the mountain first.
Yeah.
Smack himself right in the face. How to keep an easily amused child occupied all day. Ta-da!
Alright, yeah, and so was I. Okay, so try it a few times and then let your brother try it.
This was really complicated to load, so he basically had 6 shots, and then after that, he couldn't fire anymore. It takes a minute, it takes a long time.
You dying?
In like a month from now, there'll be the migratory hawk count around here.
Let me just take photo.